Hi guys, welcome back to Gardening with Creations by DX & Co. Today is a beautiful, gorgeous day. As you can see, hear the birds chirping behind me. It rained last night and it wasn't supposed to, which is always cool when you have a garden. If it rains overnight, you get to enjoy it during the day, right? So I thought I'd come out and do what I call a coffee walk and take you guys along with me. So coffee walk, I've got my cup of coffee here. Bad camera angles. Got my cup of coffee here and I'm gonna carry it around and walk the garden. So for starters, I'm out at my elevated raised bed, and what I like to do after a good rain, I don't know about you guys, is just really take the time to walk around, and I'm looking for multiple things. I'm looking for, damage to the leaves. Are there any pests that I need to address? I'm looking for, especially on a raised bed like this, nice and comfortable. Look at all these, what you would think are weeds popping up, right? So nice and comfortable, easy to do, pluck that weed out. Now these ones, how cool is that? These are the marigold seeds that fell. I can tell by the triangular leaves, right? These are the French marigold seeds that fell in there from last season, actually. So I'm letting those grow out. So those are pretty cool. But then I got something like this. Red stem, just like the marigold. Almost looks like the same stem. So I'm gonna let it grow out a little bit more, but I'll pluck out these little like clover ones, stuff like that. So this is my greens bed. At the moment I had started all of these inside. This is the mixed greens that I started for the bearded dragon. So this bed, believe it or not, is 100% dedicated to the bearded dragon at the moment. So all I'm doing is just going through, guys. These helicopters, they're seeds from the maple trees, and they will root like nobody's business. So if you guys ever want a maple tree, let me know. I'll send you guys some seeds. So moving on, we just planted out this bed, so now I'm looking at this bed. I'm looking for problems. Is there anything that I need to do? Did any weeds pop up? So got our watermelon. It's not looking too great. A little bit of transplant shock. It was hot. It was probably too hot to put it in the ground. I did do it overnight. One of the things you can do when you're transplanting plants is give them some shade, like prop up a bucket, put a shade cloth up. They like the warmth, but they don't like the direct sun, at least not until they've had a chance to take root. It's an overcast day, so I think we'll be okay. And like I said, with the rain last night, might do okay. I had some other watermelon seeds that didn't sprout for me, unfortunately. It was the package was actually about 2 years old, so I wasn't sure on the germination rate of it. But I decided to dump them in here anyways. We'll see if they come up. These tomato plants were ones that I was actually giving away and nobody took them, so I planted them here. I may end up repotting them after a couple of weeks, even though this one's already starting to flower, which is amazing, right? But I may do some container gardening with those, so more to come on that, guys. We'll do some tests on container versus raised bed versus in-ground, maybe on some tomato plants. That one's got a little bit of yellowing. That's okay, we can prune that leaf off. The rest of it looks pretty good. These are the marigolds we started from seed inside. As you can see, you see the same shape of leaves. You can tell very easily that those ones are the marigolds. So I'm just doing my coffee walk, and I left my coffee over there. It's terrible. Trying to have coffee and walk. So next I'm going to move on to my other beds. And normally I would go around and walk the garden. You got a mole? Get him out of my garden. Get him out of my garden, Batman. So next I would walk around in the garden over here that we planted out, look for any weeds that might be sprouting out, see how everything's doing. The peppers look like they're doing very well, and actually starting to get tall. I may have to look at supporting them pretty soon. cucumbers just aren't having it. I'm going to start some new ones in indoors, some seeds, make it a late harvest, but it took too long to get them in the ground, guys. Cucumbers don't like to be transplanted as is, and if you wait forever, it takes for a long time. But we do love our cucumbers, so I'm going to start some fresh seeds. If these ones survive, great. If the new seeds sprout, either way, we'll be good. This tomato plant looks like it's already starting to flower here. That's going to be fantastic. That marigold did not transplant well from the heat, which is why I have some more in there. I'll be planting out. I haven't put them in the ground because of that. But we are supposed to get rain the next 3 days, so I may plant out those marigolds today if I have time. Rest of these tomatoes are doing very well. So I love to come out after a fresh rain, see what needs to be done in the garden. The strawberry plants are just phenomenal. That's just a giant patch of strawberries. I got to redo a lot of stuff, but right now my main focus is on weeding, and so this area needs to get weeded out. I didn't want to show this area yet, but hey, this is my coffee walk. This is what I do. The lemon balm came back strong. The chives are seeded and ready to spread, which they spread all the way to the front of my garden on the other side of the fence. The mint, you guys all said it, spreads like crazy. So our strawberry mint here, our chocolate mint here. No, excuse me, I think this is the peppermint. The sage, since we're in a zone that can handle it, the sage survived and spread. But unfortunately, amongst the sage is this abundance of peppermint. Yeah, this one's the peppermint. There's the tag. Good thing I left it in there. And that's the chocolate mint. So yeah, this abundance, and look how tall it's getting. So I already started taking some clippings and rooting them in water. I'm gonna dig all this up and go with your guys' recommendations. We got some big pots that a friend of ours has given us. So we're gonna actually put all this mint into pots and kind of spread it through. The chamomile seeded itself. Look at this chamomile popping up. How cool is that, right? So chamomile reseeded. It's not a perennial. It reseeded itself and it's coming up. So I got to get all this weeded out. And then the lavender is looking really good. It was getting choked out, so I had to clean up around it a little bit. So yeah. So that's it, guys. I mean, I'm feeling the pressure of just a lot to get done. You know, and that's not even considering all the raised beds I got to get started and filled. But I just wanted to take you guys along for my morning coffee walk after a rain. How many of you other guys do this out there? Do you guys love to go out in the morning and just walk the garden, see what needs to be done? Is there anything quick that can be taken care of? If you do things every morning for 5 minutes, you keep your garden really clean. That's my motto on it, if you will. Once you get it cleaned up in the first place, that is. So, you know, I love to just do a quick coffee walk. Let me know if you guys do the same thing. You know, maybe it's tea. I don't know. But either way, guys, I hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up. Share it if you'd like. And as always, guys, I hope you guys are staying safe, enjoying your gardens. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want to see some more content to come. Thanks for watching.